and welcome to Rise with Crossroads Clubhouse and Moreau's CMHA. Today I'm your host, Desi, and we have our guests, Penelope, Amanda, and Gary. And these are her parents. And would you like to talk a little bit about your family?
Gary!
This is Penelope, and we're her parents, Amanda and Gary. Penelope is in 2nd grade, and she goes to Monroe Road Elementary School.
Okay. And how do you like school?
Good.
Do you like school?
What grade isn't Luke in?
What grade is your brother Luke in? He's in 9th grade.
I'm in 2nd grade.
Yes, you are.
Okay. I used to be in 2nd grade when I was your age.
You're not.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Amanda, how many TVs?
There's a lot of TVs in here.
There's 9 TVs.
9?
There's 10 TVs.
Penelope loves electronics. Not like iPads and
No,
stuff, but
there's
like
10
clocks
TVs.
and Alexas. She loves those.
There's
Okay.
10 TVs.
So we'll start off with what is her diagnosis?
TV.
TV.
Yep.
Penelope's diagnosis is fetal alcohol syndrome and like moderate autism.
Okay. And what led to Penelope being diagnosed?
Well, when she was younger, she had a lot of developmental delays, like crawling, walking, talking, and that led us to seek help through the schools with speech therapy, and then ultimately where the services that she receives now.
Gary.
Okay.
Her language was behind a little bit, like full sentences and like kind of putting things together. Would you say she was like 5, 6?
Mm-hmm.
Like the first time she said, "I love you," she was probably almost 6,
Yeah.
5.
I'm 9.
Yep, you're 9, sweetheart.
What is that?
That's a camera.
That's a TV.
Yes, it is.
Does Penelope have any coping skills that she uses?
She does actually. Just recently, one of the things that she does often
Dad, what is that?
is something that her teacher at school, Miss Fraley, taught her. What does Miss Fraley tell you to do when you're frustrated? What do you do?
What?
Take
Deep breath.
deep breaths. She does that a lot now. What else? Music. I mean, music always helps her in every capacity, whether she's happy, sad, frustrated. Music helps.
What
you
what
see-
the man is happy, sad, frustrated.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of them.
I use music as well when I have different feelings that I just need to calm down.
Yep. It seems, I mean, it helps her. She loves all things music.
I don't.
What are some special supports that she has?
So at school, Penelope has a wonderful team of people that help her and look out for her. She has her helper at school, Miss Patty. She has her wonderful teacher, Miss Kwiatkowski. And she has Miss Fraley, who helps her. She gets occupational therapy, music, speech and language, a whole team of people that have really, really played a huge role in how well she's doing. She gets extra supports academically if she needs them. Right now, she's doing really, really well academically. So sometimes she needs a little more time on tests maybe, or things like that, but otherwise she's doing what every other second grader is doing.
And outside of school, Penelope has a huge support system with her family. You know, she comes from a very large family, her brothers and sisters, her grandparents, especially her grandma. She adores and loves her grandma and loves to spend time with her. So yeah, she has a very good support system in and outside of the house.
Okay, that is very good. I do have a support system as well. It's not as big as she has, but it's very well that everyone should have a support system.
Gary?
It's nice. My mom is a widow, and so she and Penelope spend a lot of one-on-one time together, which really seems to help because I feel like Penelope gets the best.
Amanda, I'm
Yes.
not a widow.
You're not a widow. Grandma is. Penelope gets like the best of both worlds. She has a
Gary,
really
I'm not a
large
widow.
family, and then she still gets individual attention because sometimes with a lot of children, it might be hard to get individual
how many
attention, but
minutes
she
will we
really
start?
gets both.
Yes.
Look, how many minutes? How many minutes do we have? 23 minutes and 50 seconds.
What obstacles does she overcome to where she is now to get help she currently receiving?
I would say Penelope is really generally happy, and she doesn't exhibit like behavioral issues or anything like that. So I think the biggest obstacle is she's happy. So she doesn't necessarily, she doesn't act out in class, and she doesn't, so if we weren't right on top of it and we didn't have a really great team, it would be really easy for her to kind of fall in with the crowd and maybe, I don't know that she could ever go unnoticed because she's, you know, she's so vibrant in lots of other ways.
In Penelope's world, there are no obstacles.
Yeah.
She's perfect and she does really, really well, and she's happy and not a care in the world. But outside of Penelope's world, there's a few, you know, like safety issues that we're concerned about. You know, she's very trusting and very loving, and sometimes that can be a bad thing. And so getting her to listen to her inner voice and to be able to speak up for herself, those are things that the team, you know, out in school and outside of school that we try to work with her on. Penny, stop.
What would you like to see for Penelope in her future?
Penelope, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher.
She'd like to be a teacher. What else do you want to do when you grow up?
What?
What else would you like to do when you're grown up?
Be a teacher.
Be a teacher. She's told us before she wants to be a teacher. She wants to, she told us for a while she'd like to live with grandma and have bunk beds and work on her computer, just like her daddy. Huh? Gary. Yeah, I mean, what I would like to see for Penelope's future, I want to make sure, even if Penelope's future doesn't look the same as maybe typical kids her age, we would just like to see her be the best that she can be and as independent as she can possibly be. And it would be great if she stays as happy as she is right now. You tired?
Oh.
What does Penelope do for fun?
What do you do for fun? What are some things you like?
Timer.
What?
Timer.
She does love timers. Penelope loves numbers and time.
We have 20 minutes.
Yes, she loves numbers, time. She loves music.
She likes to color.
Timer.
She likes to color and she likes art. One of the
I
reasons
like timers.
you like timers. She likes clocks. She likes fans. She does like to see how things work. So she had some handheld fans that she was kind of taking apart and trying to look at the inner workings of them.
She likes to play with her dogs.
She does, yeah, she likes to play with her dogs at home. What else do you like to do? She likes to go to church and she likes to sing.
No, the dog with the black and the brown doesn't move.
Oh yeah, Grandma's
toy
statue
dog.
yeah.
No, the toy dog.
What are some other things you like to do for fun, Penelope? You like to play with your remote control cars right now.
You like to jump and go on bouncy houses and trampolines?
And she has a brother Luke at home who
Amanda.
is 15, and she loves to play with Luke. What, honey?
How many minutes?
How many minutes? Yeah, she loves timers.
19.
19.
Does Penelope have favorite things to do?
What are some of your favorite things to do?
Play fan.
Play with fans. Penelope really likes her routine. So she gets up in the morning and has her breakfast shake and then loves to go to school and see everybody. And it's so nice when we pull up at school because everybody's waiting for her and they're so excited to see her.
Sit down, honey.
Does she have a favorite class at school?
What's your favorite class at school, honey? What are some things you like to do at school?
No.
She does like math. She likes math a lot. She likes music and things like that, but she always likes music. But she has excelled really well at math. She's reading a lot.
She likes to read books.
She does love to read, math,
Sit up, baby.
and when they do certain science projects, she really likes that too, like plants and things like that. She likes to know how that grows. She was really interested also in bugs.
Yep.
So ants, insects, she likes to name the parts and how many legs they have.
And worms.
Worms, yeah.
Worms. Worms don't have legs.
No, they don't.
Centipedes have legs.
Centipedes have a lot of legs.
Millipedes are worms.
Yeah.
They have legs.
What about ants? Do ants have legs?
What about caterpillars?
What about caterpillars?
Do they have legs?
They
Okay, honey, sit up.
Well, I know
Dad,
we
stop.
heard that she has a brother, but does she have any other siblings?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So she has two older sisters, Alex and Sinclair. She has an older brother, Brandon. She has an older sister, Presley, older sister, Emerson, an older brother, Clark, an older sister, Sydney, and an older brother, Luke.
Who's Luke?
Yep. You have a lot of brothers and
17
sisters.
minutes.
She's a very big family. Lots of people to love.
Why is the seconds counting?
So she's very lucky. She has lots and lots of people around her.
Why are the seconds counting? Why are the seconds counting? How many minutes?
Penelope, what's your favorite song?
Yeah. Do you have a favorite song, Penelope?
What?
What's your favorite song?
What? Where's Miss Kwiatkowski? Where's Miss Kwiatkowski?
Do you have a favorite song?
Where's Miss Kwiatkowski?
She's your teacher, honey. What's your favorite song? Is it Row, Row, Row Your Boat?
No. What's your favorite song?
Country Road.
Country Roads.
Sit up.
Be quiet.
What's your favorite animal?
Mhm.
Do you have a favorite animal?
What?
What's your favorite animal?
Caterpillars are not animals.
Well, kind
They're
of.
insects.
They're insects.
Do you have a favorite color?
Green.
Yes, all things green.
Stop. The wall is green.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
And Miss Patty has on green too.
So, do you have any other favorites?
Blue.
What's your favorite thing to eat?
Macaroni.
Macaroni and cheese. Your favorite color is green. What's your favorite? Who's your best friend?
Gary.
Yep. That's right. Penelope adores her dad.
Who's Dad?
Dad.
Who's Stop. Moving.
Penelope, do you have a favorite class?
What?
Who do you play with at school?
Miss Fraley.
Miss Fraley. You play with Miss Fraley. Who else do you play with?
What?
Who do you play with at school?
Miss Patty.
Miss Patty. You talk about a lot of people from school. Yep. All your friends at school. Miss Jane.
Mr. Chapman,
Mr. Chapman.
Miss Kwiatkowski.
Miss Kwiatkowski. Mr. Jolie.
Miss Fraley.
Miss Fraley.
what about your favorite officer?
Stephanie Crab.
You have Officer Crub.
Amanda, how about your favorite parent? Amanda.
What?
How about your favorite parent?
Who's your favorite parent?
Gary.
Gary. Gary wins. Gary always wins.
Penelope, do you have a favorite movie?
What's your favorite thing to watch? Do you
Paw
have a fa-
Patrol.
She likes Paw Patrol. Yep. And she also loves, I can't believe we forgot it, fire alarms. She loves fire alarms right now too. So she likes to
Amanda?
watch YouTube videos of
Amanda?
fire alarms.
Amanda, what are those TVs called?
Just TVs. Can you tell me
No.
about fire alarms?
What's the name of those?
Those are monitors.
What kind of fire
No,
alarms do
they're
you like?
TVs.
Is there a Gentech?
So, what are, based on what her diagnoses are, when were they diagnosed?
So Penelope was diagnosed only in the past couple years. We received her autism diagnosis first. That was probably 2 years ago. And then the subsequent, her fetal alcohol, to get the fetal alcohol syndrome diagnosis, it took about 1.5 years of working with like a team of professionals and lots of meetings and tests and things like that. So we got that about 1 year ago.
Due to COVID, excuse me, due to COVID, that really delayed, a lot of appointments. We were put on waiting lists for an extreme, like months,
Yeah.
sometimes 6 months or to 1 year. We were
Yeah.
on waiting lists waiting to get her services or a genetic test or blood work done or a therapist or a counselor. So COVID really slowed things down for Penelope.
And how much, how usually isn't a fetal alcohol syndrome usually diagnosed at birth?
Correct. So Penelope's birth mother lives in Arizona, and during Penelope's routine physicals with her doctor, they had stated that she had some of the physical markers for fetal alcohol syndrome. And when Amanda and I got married, she really took the reins and setting appointments and really, sticking her foot in the door and getting Penelope where she needs to be to give her the help that she needs. So from the pediatrician identifying that led us down the road to the ultimate diagnosis. So we didn't know.
Yeah, it seemed, and the thing about fetal alcohol syndrome is that it overlaps. So like autism and fetal alcohol syndrome, it wasn't until probably like our 3rd or 4th doctor visit with a separate doctor, and every doctor would say, has she been evaluated for FAS? And we were like, no. And so we finally, somebody gave us the proper channels and stuff, and we started the process. Again, with COVID, it was delayed. And there's really no separate treatment for FAS. So all of the things that she's getting, all of the treatments that she's getting for autism and things like that, as far as the services and those sort of things, they go hand in hand. So it's nice to know, and it's nice, and it helps in her education and in some of her behaviors. Again, really luckily, she doesn't really exhibit Penelope's never had like behavioral issues. If anything, she's very happy, very trusting, very compliant, and that comes with its own challenges because we want to teach her when to say no and how to have boundaries.
But getting that diagnosis helped us open up other doors, and it helped her her school teachers and her
Absolutely.
counselors better understand, you know, the challenges that she faces and going to
her
face,
parents.
and they can kind of tailor her, I guess, tailor her.
Counselor.
Like tailor her
Her
services and her
parents.
plan. And it's nice to know for certain things. The biggest thing that we have noticed, and from what we've read, is like impulse control and things like that. So it's nice to know that when she does certain things, she's not being defiant. She's not trying to make trouble. She can't help it. So that helps as far as, you know, school discipline and even parenting.
So, what is Penelope like on a normal day?
It's like a ray of sunshine, as Miss Patty would say. She's happy. She's happy, and she's loving, and she's always have a smile on her face, and yeah, that's Penelope's normal day. And when she's sick, you know, it breaks your heart because she just like her whole spirit is gone, and she just lays there. And but on a normal day, I would say Penelope is a great kid. She's happy. She enjoys her routine, like Amanda said.
Mm-hmm.
She loves getting up, and she, you know, brushes her teeth and gets dressed and does everything she needs to do. Gets her coat and shoes on and her backpack, and she's ready to go to school. And you know, she is greeted by, you know, Mr. Chapman, Mr. Jolie, and Officer Krupp, and she sees them all, and Miss Patty comes, and they go in, and her day starts.
It's hard to believe, but honestly, Penelope doesn't have temper tantrums. She doesn't, she's not defiant. She's not, probably, I think, more so than our other children at this age, she's extra lovey and extra happy for the most part. She looks forward to her routine, and one of the problems that her dad and I face is because she's so fantastic and happy, it's hard not to do everything for her. And you want to kind of baby her and do everything for her. But we have learned with the help of her team and her therapists and things like that, and we see it in her, as independent as she can be, she should be, and it gives her such a sense of pride. So if she can do something for herself, she should. And that's not on Penelope, that's mainly on us to let her do those things. She's also the baby of a very big family, so it's very easy to baby the baby.
And then, well, of course, earlier you said she goes to Moreau Road school, and does she enjoy being at school a lot?
She has never, ever complained about school, ever. Like most kids her age would say, oh, I don't want to go to school, or she loves school. And on the weekends, she says, I go to school on Monday, right? So she looks forward to school. There's that I'm sure that you'll talk about with her teachers. There's a summer school program that she's going to be participating in, which we're really excited for because her routine is like top of the list for her. She, you know, like spring break, or like spring break's coming up. So it's fun to kind of not have a schedule for her for like a day. And then after that, she kind of needs something in order to look forward to. That I think it helps her kind of process what's going on. Yeah, would you say that's?
Mm-hmm.
When school's over for summer vacation, what does she do for summer vacation?
So we do a couple of different things.
When do I go home?
We do a couple different things. We've recently moved, but the past few years we've had a pool, and so she loves that in the summertime.
Yep. She has a membership at the Y now.
Yeah, that's what we just recently did. They have, we live in Lambertville, so we've heard really great things about the
No.
YMCA there.
No, we don't live in the old house.
No, we don't. So, I mean, her summer kind of varies. Sometimes we go on trips. Sometimes she goes to Arizona. Sometimes, I don't know, I'm trying to, well, with all the, we go to the zoo and things like that, but with all the older siblings that she has, we have a lot of visiting. So lots of people are in and out coming in to visit. And she looks forward to that.
Where's Mom?
She does love being outside. So,
Where's Mom?
where's Mom live?
In Arizona.
In Arizona. So sometimes she goes there with her brother and sister.
Does Penelope have a favorite animal? Or a favorite trip that she likes to go?
Or a favorite insect?
What's your favorite insect?
A millipede.
A millipede.
A millipede is a kind of worm.
It is a kind of worm.
Doesn't have legs.
Last summer she loved ants. That was a big thing for a couple years. She can look at ants for an hour and just watch them move around. We have a couple dogs and she likes that. Mostly, it's interesting though because
I want the big black ants.
Yes, big black ants. Those are your favorite, huh?
They don't bite.
They don't bite. What kind of ants bite?
The red ones.
We found that out because we
black
bought her an ant farm and it came with red ants. And she took the lid off at the dining room table.
And ants were everywhere.
And ants were everywhere. And when we were trying to clean them up, one tiny little guy got on your finger, huh? And what'd he do?
Bite me.
He bit her. So that stung for a little bit. So we stay away from the red ants now.
Amanda, can we try to play black ants?
Well, yeah, we can try to play with black ants, yeah.
Does she have a favorite trip that she likes to go on?
Oh, Amanda, I want little black ants and big black ants.
Okay.
She really enjoys car rides.
Yeah, she does like car rides. Like when we've driven out to
We got
Arizona, and
50
that's a really long
seconds
drive, she does really well on car rides. We've done, I'm trying to think of some other little things that we've done. Penelope loves music. However, we went to a concert last year with one of her favorite people. She listens to a gospel musician, Bradley Walker, and we were really excited and we got tickets, but when we got to the concert, it was way too loud for her. So as much as she loves the music, it was really loud, and so we had to step out into like the atrium, and she could listen to it from there, and she liked it, but she didn't want to be up close.
She got to meet him.
She got to meet him, yep. But she likes movies. She likes going to the movie theater. That doesn't bother her, but the concert was pretty loud. So we'll probably be staying away from concerts for a little while.
Does she have any other favorites or?
Trying to think, what are some of her other favorite things?
Well, it goes back to her routine.
Yeah.
So, every Tuesday after school,
Oh, yeah.
she loves to go to McDonald's and get a Happy Meal with a chocolate chip cookie.
She has catechism on Tuesdays right now. So she knows that every Tuesday when I pick her up, she says, today's Tuesday, we're going to McDonald's. So that's what we do, and she gets her Happy Meal and one chocolate chip cookie. And as far as like the routine and how important it is to her, the one we had like a schedule swap. Usually I pick her up. Her dad picked her up on a Tuesday, and he went through the drive-thru, and they didn't give him the chocolate chip cookie. And that was a very big upset for her because she's used to having, and I mean, obviously she wants a cookie, but she's used to having the same thing on the same time, and that's what she was looking forward to.
And somebody had to come and try to save the day and bring her a chocolate chip cookie.
So I went and
from
got her a
McDonald's.
chocolate chip cookie after work and brought it home to her.
She's trying to win, the favorite parent
I
and
wanted
best
the
friend.
timer to go off, but it didn't go off.
But she gets, like as far as her favorites go, she seems to go in phases.
Amanda.
So like for a while it was dinosaurs, and it was
Amanda.
everything dinosaur. So we would take her to like a dinosaur exhibit that was open and things like that. Last year it was ants. So we did like the insect thing at the zoo, things like that. For a while it was fans. So we were constantly buying different kinds of fans so she could explore that. It kind of goes.
And fire alarms.
Fire alarms, yeah, now she loves
drills.
fire alarms and fire drills.
Now she
No,
likes
fire
to see fire
drills?
drills on YouTube videos, but she doesn't like to be in them.
Again, the noise, the loud, like if it goes off, if we're cooking or something at home and it goes off, she doesn't enjoy that.
So, besides her favorite meal on Tuesdays is McDonald's, does she have any other favorite meals?
She loves mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. But I will say, recently, she doesn't prefer everything that, adults like for dinner. She will try and she will eat anything. So I can put chicken in front of her. And the funny thing about Penelope is that she will complain about it the whole time, but she'll complain while she's eating. So she'll say, I don't like this,
Like
as she's
cabbage?
eating it. She likes, this is where Grandma has come in to play. She explores all sorts of food because my mom loves to cook. So when she's with Grandma, she eats cabbage, macaroni salad, fish, salads,
Meatloaf.
I mean, anything you can think of.
Fruit roll-ups.
Fruit roll-ups. Grandma spoils her and buys her all of her
moving,
snacks,
Dad.
but she also really, really helps her
Zero.
try new foods. Now, she won't eat an
Dad,
entire
the
portion,
timer
but she
went
will
off.
try it, and you'll say, okay, you have to eat 5 bites or whatever, and she'll do it.
Amanda, what went off?
The timer. But I think it's really nice having my mom there to work. Like I said, my mom is a widow, so my mom is alone. So it's really nice because they get kind of that partnership. And Penelope's never been great yet at interacting with her peers. She's getting there and we're working, but she really enjoys adults or like babies. So we tease with she and my mom, and I mean, they're like little best friends. They're like Thelma and Louise. They just tool around together all the time and go shopping and go to church and stay home and play. Oh, recently she's gotten into board games. She likes Trouble and Sorry. Now she plays by her own rules, but she likes the games.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I enjoy you guys being on our show.
Thank you, Desi.
Thank you
I
for having
appreciate it.
I would like to thank everyone for watching, and we'll be back with part 2 with Penelope's teachers. But for right now, we'd like to thank MPAC with their help with their platform, and also with Moreau Community Mental Health with using their support,
Their
and we'll
parents.
see you next time.